In this episode of Survival Minecraft, I almost died in the Nether, found another fortress, made a Vizier trading hall, and made a super OP pickaxe. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the video. And here we are again, day 37 of this world. I had a lot of plans for this video, and the first thing that I did is what I said in the last video, that was to go on a trip with my horse. I told you guys to send me some names for my horse, but nobody sent any, so I'll just call him my horse. Day 37, after having some adventures, I found a pillager outpost in a village right next to it. It would be perfect to make a village raid thing, so I could kill the pillagers and then have a raid right next to it. But unfortunately, there were no pillagers and no villagers. But never mind, we found another village. It didn't really give me something too cool for my world, for my profit, so I just went home. Day 40, I decided to go to the Nether so I could find another fortress, and maybe in the Nether I could kill the Ender Dragon. The journey began on day 40, and it finished in day 44. It lasted 4 days, but I got a lot of profit. And then the journey started. I mined a lot of netherrack just so I could find some gold and maybe some other quartz and things that could give me XP. Eventually, I found this new biome, and I wanted to discover if maybe I could find something new. But there were a lot of mobs, so I had to kill everything first. After I killed everything, maybe almost everything, I continued my adventure. There was a lot of lava, so I didn't want to get really near to it. After a lot of discovering and adventuring, I found another fortress. But it wasn't really that easy to kill the mobs that were in it, so I almost died there. Eventually, I found another spawner, and I had this plan to build a little house next to it and dig a tunnel right next to it, so I could kill these mobs easily. The house would be something basic, with netherrack and cobblestone, and it wouldn't really be a house, but more like a hole. Then I started digging the hole, and it got me right next to the spawner, and it actually looked like a farm. The IT gave me XP, a lot of stuff, and the mobs didn't really touch me. I killed a lot of these blazes so I could get laser rods and to get a lot of XP. I decided to go home when I got level 40, but it didn't go as planned. Because a skeleton hit me with his arrow, and he dropped me 50 blocks, or even more, just so he could kill me, and he got me down to half a heart. I was really lucky living. If I didn't have this diamond armor, I probably would be killed, but I got home safe. Day 45, a lot of sheep noises were disturbing me, and I needed a lot of food, so I killed a lot of sheep. I checked how many laser rods I had, and I had 27. That were more than enough to go and find the Ender Dragon in the future. I also wanted to expand this cow farm, so I got a lot of cows into it, and I got into it too. The farm was working really good. It was really loud too, but it was giving me the stuff that I needed. Food and leather. Day 46, I used all my leather and all my paper so I could make books, and with those books to make some bookshelves. I placed it next to my enchantment table, so I could get better enchantments. I wanted to get at least to level 30, that's the maximum, but I wanted to get to level 30 so I could enchant my pickaxe and other stuff that I got up to level 30, and I could enchant my demo pickaxe. I didn't want to do it, but I did it to see how it goes. The first enchantment was Unbreaking 3. It gave me Efficiency 4. I wanted to try it out, so I went down to mine, find a lot of diamonds, and I went down for 3 days of Minecraft, and that is 60 minutes in the real world. I thought that I would get more diamonds, but in the first 2 days of Minecraft, I didn't really get anything else, just gold and redstone. Not even coal, not even iron, because this deep, it doesn't really give you those stuff. So I just headed on, started mining and mining and mining, and eventually I found a cave, and I found my first diamond. IT was only one. I was really angry because after all this mining, I only had one, and only diamond, but a bit lucky there, I found some more diamonds. It was a vein of 4, I think, yeah, and I was pretty happy about it for now, but I wouldn't give up right there. So I found even more diamonds. The recording is corrupted, but there was where I found the other diamonds that I found even more, and even more, and even more, and then I got another piece of diamond. Only one, but eventually I was getting stacked full of diamonds, and I was looking good. I was finishing with this adventure. That took me a whole hour. But I guess it was worth it, and here we go again, another 2 diamonds, actually more diamonds, because you always need to check if there are more. That I double-checked, triple-checked if I could find more diamonds, and there you go. Day 51, again, now in the world, the cows were growing, so I could kill them with this lava and get all the food that I needed. I placed everything in the chest, and then used all my leather and paper, so eventually I could finish my enchantment table. And there were 15 bookshelves, so I could start enchanting, like for the best enchantments. I wanted to get some more levels, and I wanted to disenchant my pickaxe, because it had some good enchantments, but they weren't the best. So there we are, starting again with this diamond pickaxe, choosing Unbreaking 3, and it gave us Fortune 3. What this enchantment does is it multiplies the ores that you get. Like if you get 1 diamond, it multiplies up to 3, or if you get 4 diamonds, it maybe gives you 9 diamonds, or even more. So yeah, I started enchanting more stuff like this diamond axe, and it gave me literally the best enchantments. It was super OP, and it was basically the best that I could get for this diamond axe. Life was going on, I was still going with the food with this automatic farm, and it was looking great. But of course I didn't stop there because I wanted it to be even more efficient. Day 53, I got even more cows in, and I went to the nether so I could get XP from these nether quartz. As I was mining for these quartz in the nether, I got chased from these pigs. It was kind of stressful because I found this big drop into lava, so I went safe there, got over it, and I escaped from these piglins. Also, when I started again mining for quartz, I found ancient debris. It was really rare finding ancient debris, especially when you're not even trying to find some. The IT was really random, but it was really rare too. I made another diamond pickaxe, because I was making a second one. One is for mining, like for now it's the one with the fortune tree. And the other one is for projects, so you could get specific blocks that you can only get for silk dots. And yeah, there we were with our silk dots pickaxe. Eventually, I wanted to start a villager trading hall, so I started stealing villagers from the village and started trading with them so I could get the last piece for my OP diamond pickaxe, and that was mending. It took me 2.5 days, or 1.5 days, but eventually I got it. It was mending. It cost 30 emeralds, 1 book, and it cost a lot, but I think it was worth it because it's like one of the best enchantments in the game. Then I started making the villager hall so I could put in 2 villagers so I could start them breeding and make this hall even more big and even more profitable. Day 57 I started building the hall with some more blocks, like wood, and with stairs and cobblestone. I didn't want it to be just a boring hall out of wood and cobblestone, so from day 58 to day 59, I repeated the same thing again, and again, and again. I farmed wood, I started building and getting villagers into this farm. Day 60 and 61, the 2 villagers had their first kid, and the only thing that I could see is even more profit. What I was planning for these villagers is some of them to be Fletchers, so I could trade with them emeralds for some very cheap sticks, and the other villagers to be librarians for very good enchanted books. Then I traded my first emeralds with this villager, and I got my mending brick. I immediately placed it on my OP pickaxe, and then it was almost done. The only thing that I needed to do is make another diamond pickaxe, so I could get even better enchantments. The only thing that was missing for this OP pickaxe was efficiency. And after fixing some iron pickaxes, and using them so I could reset these enchantments, I got up to efficiency 4. That was the enchantment. I fastly went to the nether, got up to level 30, made another diamond pickaxe, and got it for efficiency 4. Last step for it was to combine them too and make the OP pickaxe. And there you have it, the OP pickaxe was complete, and this is the end of this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment, so I could name the horse the way that you want to, and not to call it my horse. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you for watching.